So somebody sent me a video this morning. Looks like some leaked footage from the lunar missions, behind the scenes, showing the camera crew giving direction to these astronauts as far as the movements they should make and things like that. Just cracking jokes, little behind the scenes bloopers and all that.
Hello, you buggers. Now, this is D Marble, one of the top league flat earth proponents on YouTube. I saw one of his videos in my recommendations, and to be honest, I usually don't bother listening to the rubbish he spouts. Well, I did click on it and left a poignant comment, and minutes later the video was deleted from his channel. Luckily, I managed to download a copy. Now, I will be editing his video just for the purpose of this video, but you can see the full-length version he deleted. Links in the description.
So yeah, I got this video, and this seems to be from WikiLeaks. And anybody who knows WikiLeaks knows that they've never had to retract a statement. They put out more accurate information in the mainstream media.
Well, there was a video uploaded 8th of May 2019 that D Marble is showing behind him. It does have a WikiLeaks logo in the corner, but that can't be faked, right?
But hey, anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this video.
The world's media combined. Picking up the wounded. Trying to get the ration engaged. Light them all up.
Now, unfortunately, D Marble can't video or audio for shit, but don't worry, I'm going to help him with that. In fact, I found his source video in a much better condition, uploaded September the 9th, 2018. This one without the WikiLeaks logo. It seems the video D Marble is watching is a low quality re-upload of someone else's video with an added logo. And God knows if this is the original upload. So I've synced up the video so you can have a better experience all round. The restored version, air quotes, the restored version of the full-length D Marble ramble is also linked in the description.
You ought to be in pictures.
Showing behind the scenes.
It's another one to print. I think that's awfully good. That one and the one before it was pretty good. This
We
is
have
really...
about 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of time.
Yeah. I claim this land in the name of...
Wait a minute. I know that guy.
What do you got now?
Alright, wait. Okay, so you can see right here, what you're going to see in this video is how these astronauts are going to be kind of walking around seemingly on their tiptoes. And that's because the strings right here, you can see the strings above their heads kind of coming out of these little packets here. You know, you'll see the light reflecting off of the strings because they're being pulled by these things. You know, they're on a stage here. It is obviously fake.
If you're a little confused what he's referring to as strings, he's referring to the short antennas on the astronauts' backpacks. Strings. Idiot.
Now move.
Cut it.
There he is with the strings again. There you go. See the light reflecting off the strings again right there. Looks like they're out in the desert.
Action. Cut it, Jim. There you go.
Print that. Print 4.
Here's what we really needed.
Okay, wait, let's stop this. Okay, there's one of the astronauts with a camera here out on the moon, and well, they had to take a camera out to the moon.
Yeah, it's inconceivable that they might actually take equipment up to the moon.
They would have you believe that anyway. Okay.
For him to go to his left and then kind of veer back. Is that right?
No lights on the car. No lights. No lights.
right?
The sound gets annoying after a little while. And they're out with this doom buggy.
Wait, is that a really crap attempt of a sky replacement?
See, what they did, they recorded it and then they slowed it down when they brought it to the public. They recorded it at normal speed, and then, you know, afterwards they do some editing, slow it down to half the speed so it looks like they're moving a lot slower than they really are. But that's been broken down so many different times.
I love an expert, don't you? Unfortunately for Dean Marble, I'm kind of a bit of an expert myself. Let's just rewind a bit. What is that? A biplane next to a hangar. If only the writing on the hangar was a little bit clearer. Let's get some help.
Morning. Morning. You in charge here?
See that sign there?
Yep. A&A Crop Dusting Service.
You want to know who I am?
I bet you're one of the A's.
I'm both of them. A and A. My name is Al Bain. Now, I got a son. You know, the other A was for him. But he don't like to fly. He became a lawyer. I think he's a pervert, so I took the A away from him. You want to speak to somebody in charge? You speak to both of them.
Cool. Well, that's a nice coincidence.
Exactly right, and it has to be. We have to be high enough so that we've got you against blue sky and not against Earth.
Okay, so you see they're talking about how they're going to get this shot right. You have to get you high enough. See, I'm saying the guys are giving them directions on how to film this. Go back.
Yep, you're right, there was someone giving directions. Do you want to see the guy in action?
Exactly right, and it has to be. We have to be high enough so that we've got you against blue sky and not against Earth as you're coming in. You're coming in a descending approach as you get in close. But I estimate you'd have to be about 800 feet back there. Over? We can rehearse it. Said, go back and we'll rehearse it and see how it looks.
Now, I don't know what you think, but something smells stinky. And it's not the contents of Neil Armstrong's spacesuit.
We can rehearse it. Said, go back and we'll rehearse it and see how it looks.
Go back and we can rehearse it to see how it looks. Okay.
What are these cheesy, burnt-in graphics?
Ready? And action.
Head swing.
Little helicopters and all.
Yeah, helicopters. Now, what do you think they're for?
The helicopter's gonna come back around.
More nonsensical graphic burn-ins.
Ah, okay. So what it looks like they're doing here with the helicopters is like they're filming the footage from when the lunar lander was supposedly approaching the moon's surface. So they're just flying over this area and recording, and then they're gonna superimpose the lunar lander in at a later time. I believe that's what's going on here. Let me see. Yeah, so that's the helicopters filming the flyover. And that's the footage they're going to use.
What, this footage? For this?
Action. There's those wires again. It's a major production here, so we had to have a rather large production team.
And action.
Okay, so this kind of, you know, and this answers my question. Basically, you know, one of those simple things to look at it in the whole moon landing debacle is when they got there and somebody's actually filming the first steps on the moon when Neil Armstrong comes down, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Like who? It pretty much points out that the camera crew was there before they landed, and somebody set up and was ready to record as soon as he came down that ladder. Unless, of course, you want to believe that in addition to building the lunar lander, they also had the forethought to say, you know what, we need to find some way to build a mechanical arm with a camera attached to it, that when they land, that arm is going to extend itself out and then turn the camera around and look back at the lunar lander so we can record these astronauts taking the first steps on the moon. If you want to go with that, it's a little far-fetched, but this is the type of stuff that you would have to believe in order to continue in this fantasy of thinking that man actually landed on the moon.
I love how inconceivable it is on a mission that puts a man on the moon that an arm with a camera is the deal breaker.
Marker?
Yeah.
Right now, Jim, that was better.
Forget it. Wait a minute.
Sorry. Absurdity. Okay. Cut the absurdity.
Yep, looks legit. Right?
Rather than even say anything about the, you know, about the, just I like to keep this stuff.
Oh look,
to an absolute
the guy who was directing the helicopters.
Peter has.
Coming up now, I'll tell you when I'm off the ground.
Head slate. You want to head?
Landed in the field.
Okay, you can be the biplane coming overhead about 300 feet.
Let's look at that clapperboard again using the actual real undoctored footage. The guy in the cap is writer-director Peter Hyams.
And it wasn't. No, he's able to control it. Sticks?
Let's get sticks. I mean, that's
Sticks. That's good enough.
And what's that on the clapperboard? Corny? Or Corn One? Oh yes, Peter Hyams, Capricorn One. This whole charade is clumping together bits and pieces of publicly available NASA footage, with behind the scenes footage and audio from Capricorn One. Let's see how deep a D-marble will sink with this gibberish.
Meanwhile, back at the soundstage. It's pitiful.
Absurdity. Okay. Cut the absurdity.
Any other call? Tail slate coming up right now.
Right now, Jim, that was better. Rehearsal, guys.
Rehearsal.
Ready and action. Right now, Jim, that was better.
Forget it. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. This is this shot, right? Only then, what are you going to move around another master before you get in closer?
Oh no, this is this sequence right here. Now moving to a two-shot of you, it picks it up from there, and then moving into a four-shot that comes back. It's as the scene progresses, we're going around. Yeah. Because I don't think you can divorce this conversation from that. It just came from 5 solid minutes of this.
Mm-hmm.
Very important to understand that you're reacting the way we would react to seeing this.
You had a good break?
yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. But yeah, and what you can see up here on the upper right, you can see the lights. I mean, they're in a sound stage. They're obviously in a sound stage. They didn't go to the moon. They can't go to the moon now. They couldn't go to the moon back then. And anybody still believing this stuff is kind of behind the curve.
You don't really think you're going to get away with this?